All right, so it's Healthy City USA out here in the elements. We're with Micaela Prochazha from Healthy City USA. And you know what? We're doing something a little different today, aren't we? We're going for a little bit of a walk.
We're walking.
And we've got something really cool that we're doing for KPVI, and that is the walking challenge.
Yeah.
So we're walking around and everything. And this is kind of something that I'm going to say almost everybody can do. Huh?
Yes, anybody can do it. We encourage everybody to do it, whether you're kids, mom or dad, grandma, grandpa, the more the merrier. Everybody can get out and walk.
And, you know, a lot of people say, you know, when the weather gets nicer and everything, you know, I need to do more walking. So if you're not like accustomed to going out on walks or getting out, how do you start? How do you begin?
So I find it very helpful to get a walking buddy, because that way they hold you accountable. You can go walking together. You can walk and talk just like we're doing now. And it even makes the time pass a little bit quicker too.
Okay. One of the things that, you know, people do when it's like wintertime is they get on a treadmill. And I really have a hard time with a treadmill because I don't feel like I'm getting anywhere.
Right. I know. It's so much better when you have outdoor fresh air, you're moving around, you're making progress.
You're in nature.
Yes, it's much better.
So if you were to start a walking, how should you start? I mean, do people overextend themselves? Do people like bite off more than they can chew when they're walking?
Of course, definitely. But I think just some basics for starting to walk would probably be just finding some comfortable pair of shoes that you can walk in.
Okay.
Like I said, a walking buddy is really helpful. And then just scheduling and making that time and setting aside that time, because everybody's lives are very, very busy.
Everybody's doing something different.
Yes. So if you schedule that time, then you're ready to go.
Okay. So you team up, let's say you get an office group together and you say, okay, every lunch day, we're going to walk for however many minutes. What is a good like walk time?
Ooh, okay. So I think if you've got, let's say, a 30-minute lunch,
okay,
I think even the little bit of 10 minutes of walking is better than nothing.
Yeah.
5 minutes of walking is better than nothing.
Okay.
Obviously, if you want to do more, that's totally great. But I think you just need to do the original, start off the bat, and however much you can do, that is just perfect.
Okay. Paths, I mean, Pocatello, the area that we're in, lots of places to go walking.
Yes.
Some of the more interesting things, I know some people down in the southern part of town like to go walking in the cemetery.
Yes, isn't that so funny?
It's very peaceful there, but they do have walking paths, and the city kind of makes it, you know, clears it up and everything.
Right.
But there are lots of greenbelt areas around Pocatello that you can go walking at, can't you?
Yes, we are so blessed in the area that we live, because we've got so many trails up on both sides of town. We've got so many miles of greenway trails that are accessible for almost everybody. And we've got the wellness complex. Like, we've got a lot of options for everybody to go walking somewhere that they like.
Okay. And so when you're out walking, and you got to listen to your body too, because sometimes, like, I hear the term plantar fasciitis. I don't think if that's the correct way to say that, but
that's okay.
You know, if things start hurting, you got to listen to your body, don't you?
Yes, definitely. I know sometimes if I'm walking for too long, if we're going on a super long hike, my left foot will kind of act up a little bit. So I just need to know that, like, hey, this is probably a little bit too much. So then I go home and I just make sure that I roll my foot on a tennis ball.
Okay.
And then it kind of stretches it out. So that's what helps me with that.
Right. And so, you know, you got to warm up, you got to warm down.
Yep.
And then if you want to go a little bit more, like a little bit more intense walking, we have some walking clubs in the area where if you want to get serious about walking, or maybe even doing a little running, they can help you out with that.
Yep, we've got some walking clubs, we've got some running clubs, we've got hiking clubs for women, we've got kids clubs during the summer, I know. So there's definitely opportunities that you can find on social media, websites, that kind of thing.
Okay, so if people would like to get started, a good place to go would be the Healthy City USA Facebook page?
Yes, yep. If you go to Healthy City USA on Facebook, we share a lot of the posts from women who hike Southeast Idaho and kids walking clubs and that sort of thing. So
fantastic. And it's something that the whole family can do.
Yes, yes, we want the whole family to do it.
All right, so head over to the Facebook page, Healthy City USA, and get outside and get walking. Micaela, thanks for being my walking buddy today.
Thanks, Matt.